Hi, I'm Steve Kilbey from The Church. I'm at Amoeba Records in Los Angeles, and this is What's in My Bag.
I've seen that face in a dream. Oh, the western that I sing. I've got a storm on my hands now, riding down to the western lands.
Pete Townshend's solo album called Who Came First.
Well, once I was a stone, many years ago, into a pool was thrown, many years ago.
It hasn't really got any really big Who songs on it. Some that they did, but it's just him playing all the instruments, and I don't know, I just love this period of Pete Townshend. A friend of mine had this record, and occasionally he would let me have it and listen to it. So it's really great to get a hands on a copy. How I really connect to this now, because Pete Townshend was songwriting for a band. It's really interesting to see what he does on his own. It's a kind of like a sketchbook sort of thing. For a long time, I sort of was doing the same thing. I'd write songs and bring them to the band, and the band would flesh them out. So yeah, good old Pete Townshend. I was walking through the book section, and they have repackaged a bit. It was originally called Diary of a Rock and Roll Star. I loved Mott the Hoople, all the young dudes, and Mott, and then the Hoople. They're like a sort of a proto-glam rock band. They've just had this one hit, and it was written by David Bowie, and they're not getting a lot of love and respect. This is like, it's the first, like, gritty, sort of very, not sort of aggrandizing himself, but being very honest. Like, there's one chapter how he's got a bad stomach. He says, a lot of American kids don't know how many big English pop stars sit on the toilet all night when they first get to New York, trying to get over the airplane food. Mick Ralphs, actually, who went on to be in Bad Company, can't stand flying, so he gets on the plane and takes the 1970s version of Valium, which is a lot heavier. Mick Ronson comes to their swimming pool, has a swim, and he's got his hair platinum. When he gets out of the pool, the chlorine's made his hair go green. When I got this book, I was like, I had an office job working in the Australian Public Service, dreaming of one day being able to tour America. As things have happened to me, I've ticked them off. Yeah, Ian Hunter told me that sort of stuff would happen.
It's no use me pretending. You give now, do the spending. Is there a happy ending? I don't think so.
This is one of the best albums ever made. It's a double album. It's a band called Hawkwind, Space Ritual Live. It's their first 3 albums are all included on this, and some extra stuff. And between every song are all these sounds. Like when this came out in the early 70s, were incredibly futuristic. And there's all this sort of bubbling and hissing and guitars scraping and stuff. And a lot of these announcements. So we sort of feel like we're on an interstellar voyage.
Remember, in the case of sonic attack, survival means every man for himself. Statistically, more people survive if they think only of themselves.
And Lemmy playing bass and singing. Most of the original guys, it's got the ring oscillator. That's the thing that goes do 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 do. There's a guy just playing this all the way through. This is one people probably don't think I would have. They think I'm just going to get all old ones. But I saw this one, and I was driving along in my car one day with Rachel, and we had listened to Geese, and I was like, I can sort of respect it, and I kind of like it. And then I said, oh, look, he's got a solo album too. And we listened to the solo album, and I was drawn in.
You making me feel like a dog.
It's timeless. It's like, sometimes I go, she's completely pulling our leg, and then other times it's really earnest and heartfelt. The melodies are incredible. When it stops, you walk around, you're singing the songs all day. The other day, I was doing some painting in my garage, and I got stuck on the last song. I listened to it like 20 times in a row. I just kept going over and playing it. Now I've got the real thing. I don't normally do that. I sort of like, as I've sort of become older and been doing this and become more sort of cynical and jaded, stuff doesn't impress me that I want to hear it. Like I used to when I was a kid, I'd get a single, I'd play it like 50 times. But I listened to the last track on this album like 10 times. It's a great record, yeah.
I can't keep any fan, not even you.
Finally, John Cale, he's just a brilliant guy. He was brilliant in the Velvet Underground.
They take a dive up just to see if anyone's there and hasn't a care.
He's brilliant on his own. I love his Paris 1919 and the slow dazzle and Music for a New Society.
What was there left in those hands?
He didn't have an easy life in the beginning. He lived with his mum and she was Welsh and they spoke Welsh, and his grandmother was this very stern matriarch. She would not have English spoken in the house. So he only spoke Welsh. And I don't know if you ever heard Welsh. It's like, it doesn't sound anything like English. It's not like some version of English. It's like something completely different.
I'm in northwest Wales at RAF Mona, just up the road from Llanfair Pwllgwyn, go get a Quindrobwll, Llantysilio go. The temperature got to 21 Celsius.
We migrated to Australia from England. My parents met all this Welsh family that we always went and hung out with every Christmas. And I found the Welsh accent wonderfully lilting and soft and sort of like, I don't know, really beautiful. So, and he's got a beautiful speaking voice.
Trying to find a role in classical music that really had anything to do with the outside world was certainly not clear in my mind. And I was using improvisation as a way of finding a footing in my own personality.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure talking to you today.
Thanks for having me on.
Wish I knew what you were looking for. Might have known what you would find.